Hey everybody, Keyline Pickers here with some more tips to help you maximize your profits on eBay while avoiding some of the pitfalls that we unfortunately fell into over the last 20 years. This one is something that we call false positives, and it's something you want to avoid. I'm not sure, I'm guessing a lot of sellers probably have this happen at some point or another, and I'm not really sure what other people call it. But a false positive is when you buy an item, say you see a quirky mug, maybe something vintage or interesting at a yard sale, and it's $1 or $2, so you figure you might as well gamble on it, it's not a big deal. And you purchase it, take some pictures, you put it online, and boom, it sells within a week for $30. That's a good flip, a good return on your money, and that's a good tidy profit right there. It's easy to ship, and you're feeling good about yourself. So what happens when you see that same exact mug at the thrift store or at another yard sale? You're going to buy it again, obviously, because the first one was wonderful. But the second one doesn't sell, it just sits there on your shelf. But you come across a third one in the meantime, and you buy that one too, because hey, you could make $30 on this item. And before you know it, you've got 6 on your shelf, and they're doing nothing more than collecting dust. And that's the type of item, I believe the proper terminology in the reseller world is a long tail item. I call it a duster because you literally have to dust it. Now, what's the problem with this? Nothing if you have unlimited storage space and unlimited time and resources. But the issue is that mug was not a trend. It was just a data point, and you got lucky. Probably what happened was you found the exact mug at the exact right time that one person was looking for, and it was just the perfect positive storm for you. And those other mugs that you bought that were identical are just going to sit there on the shelf for maybe forever or until you really lower the price. So what's the big deal? They only cost $1 or $2. Again, it's not just $1 or $2 that you're out. Those mugs are sitting on a shelf. And on that shelf, in the time those mugs are sitting there collecting dust, something else could have maybe been on that shelf and flipped again and again and again multiple times. So you really are losing money. And you don't want to do that. You want to be making money. So make sure, even if you sell something and you have a positive experience, you're paying attention to analytics. You're still doing research from time to time. You're still looking at items sold, how much they sold for, and then also look at how many are still for sale. If there are 50 of the same item that you have for sale, even if one sold last month, you're not likely to get the highest amount of money for it. If you want to sell yours, you're probably going to have to lower your price or somehow make it more marketable than those other 50 items that are for sale. So eBay does have a lot to do with luck and being at the right place at the right time, but it has a lot more to do with consistency, paying attention to the market, knowing what's trending, and every now and then you make that gamble for $1 or $2. It doesn't hurt, and you will make a nice little flip and a tidy profit. But the false gold and the false positive kind of flips, they'll break your heart. And I think our first false positive was one of these little like these shelf sitter things. Some of them have cats on them, and then there's another Sheila's, and there are Jolene's, and there are probably a bunch of others. This one I only bought because, we like Central Florida, Silver Springs. I thought this was really cool. I bought it for my own desk and to have. But we bought one of these one time, and I think it was a quarter at the yard sale, and it sold for $40 like in 2 days. So I bought every single shelf sitter I could find from any brand I could find, whether it was some old lady making her own or an actual company. And I just had totes upon totes of these things. They're heavy, they're taking up room, and some of them sold and some just sat there forever. So if you have any advice on false positives or items to avoid, drop it in the comments. And if you found this helpful, please like it and please subscribe for a lot more tips. It helps me out quite a bit. And I'm trying to, like I said, help you guys avoid some of the pitfalls we've fallen into and give you some gems along the way. So have a great day and get out there and find some flips.